Hi, welcome to SUNY Brockport's Midsummer Solstice Soirée. I'm Michael Doyle, a 1980 graduate of the College of Brockport, the president of sales operations for Entercom Communications and chair of the Brockport Foundation. Thank you for joining us virtually this evening. While we'd love to be with you in person, circumstances related to the COVID-19 are preventing that. Just imagine 15 weeks ago, it seems longer, how we work, play, and learn changed dramatically. I used to travel all over the country every single week for my job, but for the past 15 weeks, I've spent my time working from home. Many of you have probably experienced something similar. Then just as we felt like life might be returning to normal, whatever that means, the death of George Floyd and other people of color brought to the forefront our country's longstanding issue of systemic racism. The wide-ranging, peaceful protest marches, subsequent looting, and some civil unrest reminds us all that more work needs to be done in our country. In the midst of all of this, our students returned to their hometowns, with the vast majority having been away from campus since early March. And with the country reopening in phases, the college and our students are still experiencing uncertainty. What will the fall semester look like? Will it be virtual, in person, a combination? Those decisions will be announced soon enough, but one thing is for certain. Brockport students need our support to make it through this challenging stretch of time so that they can continue to thrive academically. We have seen so much need already, and you'll hear more about that over the next hour. I hope that we'll use this time as an opportunity to relax, maybe make a drink, enjoy some entertainment, and help propel Brockport forward by pledging your support for our students. And now I'd like to introduce another Brockport graduate, the Vice President for Advancement at the college and the President of the Brockport Foundation, Mike Andriach. Mike?
Thanks, Michael. On behalf of SUNY Brockport, the Brockport Foundation, our College Council, and the Brockport Alumni Association, welcome to our Midsummer Solstice Soiree. Thanks to all of you for being with us tonight as we continue to serve our students in their time of need. I echo Michael's sentiments. The world we are experiencing today is very different than the one we were a part of just a few months ago. The COVID-19 pandemic, along with civil unrest due to the social injustices faced by people of color, has been devastating to so many, our students included. As you might imagine, SUNY Brockport students often face overwhelming challenges in unexpected circumstances. In response to the pandemic, we immediately established the Golden Eagle Opportunity Fund. It has been an overwhelming success since its inception at the end of March, helping nearly 200 students to date. In April, SUNY was offered a matching grant from a foundation that will allow us to match up to an additional $50,000. We are just about there, thanks to many donors and sponsors like you. Tonight is your opportunity to push us over the top through silent auctions and other giving opportunities coming up in a few minutes. All proceeds toward this evening will directly assist students who apply for emergency grants through the Golden Eagle Opportunity Fund. By the way, you can pledge your support right now. Periodically, you will notice a roll of donors pop up on your screen. If you'd like to see your name on your screen, pledge your support by texting the word GEOF and your name to 41444. Once again, that's GEOF and your name to 41444. A special thanks to everyone who has given so far tonight. You may also give through the link in your chat box if that is preferable. Also, you will have another opportunity in a few moments to place your final bids on the auction items, and then we'll reveal the winners later. We're going to have some fun entertainment in a few minutes, but before we do that, I want you to hear from President Heidi McPherson, who has a message on a number of current topics related to bringing Brockport back. Enjoy the evening.
Thanks, Mike. It has been a semester like no other in our history. Whose 2020 vision would have predicted that this would turn out to be a year for a worldwide pandemic? That over a weekend we would plan for and then host SUNY study abroad students returning from Italy, Japan, Korea, and the United Kingdom in Gordon Hall. That we would, in the space of 10 days, move 1,700 courses from face-to-face to distance learning. That our best men's basketball team for years would miss out on a championship run when the NCAA stopped all play, and that our women's gymnastics team would have a 2-year stint as the reigning champions, at least that's what I'm saying, given that the NCGA also stopped all competition. COVID-19 has affected every aspect of our world, and our students, graduating seniors who didn't get a chance to celebrate, incoming first-year students who missed out on key aspects of their final year of high school, have had to be resilient and strong in the face of much upheaval. 2020 has also brought the inequities of our world to the forefront of our collective thinking as we recognize racism as a public health crisis and as we hope to see real change in relation to how our community works together. We are a college engaged with our community, and we must be even more so going forward as we face issues related to equity, diversity, and inclusion, as well as a worldwide pandemic. While we have much work to do on both fronts, I am proud of the incredible progress we have made as a college in supporting all of our students, faculty, and staff, and as we embrace the challenges that confront us. The college will be open this fall, albeit with some important changes to how we do our work. We will have more virtual offerings than ever before. Classes will go on, and the barriers that we will erect to make it safe to do so will hopefully be temporary, while we also work to dismantle figurative barriers across our campus and our community. We will also continue to encourage and support productive dialogue across campus and throughout the community in both the virtual space and face-to-face. This past semester, our students faced issues around technology, paying their rent and food bills, homelessness, and so much more. This March, the Golden Eagle Opportunity Fund was developed to help assist students with such needs. And that's my dog going hunting in the middle of the background, apologies. The Golden Eagle Opportunity Fund was developed to help assist these students with such needs, and nearly 200 students were assisted. We know these issues aren't going away, but neither is the support that we will offer to them. Tonight is a great opportunity to raise funds for our students with financial need. I hope that you enjoy our soiree, and of course, remember the reason we're all here tonight, to ensure that our Golden Eagles have the opportunity both to have a flying start and a flying finish. Lastly, many thanks to our generous sponsors and partners, Advantage Federal Credit Union, Chris Leverett of RBC Wealth Management, Confer Plastics, TMG eMedia, and Wegmans. And now, let's get on with tonight's program. I hope that you all did some shopping for your signature drinks that our very own SUNY Brockport alumnus and mixologist, Jared Fields, crafted especially for this evening. Let's welcome Jared to help us mix up some refreshing cocktails.
Hi, my name is Jared Fields. Welcome to the Alumni Gala. I'm going to show you how to make a few drinks. I'm a graduate of Brockport in 2015, and we're at Morrissey's in the Adelphi Hotel. So today I'm going to show you how to make, first is a Kingston Negroni, which is just a riff off of Negroni, but instead of gin, we're going to use pineapple rum. So in a mixing glass, or whatever glass you have, start with 1.5 ounces of the rum. And then we're just going to do 1 ounce each of, one is going to be Campari, and the other is going to be sweet vermouth. And then right at the very end, we're just going to put in 2 dashes of orange bitters, which you can probably find at most health food stores or fancy restaurants. This is going to end up going in a rocks glass at the end. And we're just going to stir it as quick and smooth as possible back into the spoon against that chair. About that one. Again, we have to do. Strain into a rocks glass over ice. Garnish with an orange peel. And that's it. It's the Kingston Negroni. All right, and for the next drink that we're gonna do, this is gonna be a shaken drink. If you don't have a shaker, you can use like the workout shakers that they use for protein shakes. That'll work just fine. And this is a drink that I made up for last summer. And it's gonna start with Bar Hill Gin, which is awesome out of Vermont. It's really, really, really good. And it's gonna be 1.5 ounces of that. It's going to be 3/4 of an ounce of the sage-infused Dolin Blanc that I put in the recipe for the notes for this. So 3/4 of an ounce of that. It's going to be 1/2 ounce of, or 3/4 of an ounce of grapefruit juice, 1/4 ounce of lemon, and then 1/2 ounce of the lavender simple, however, whatever way you decide to make that. Now, depending on the size of your ice, I'd say probably shake this for no more than 5 Mississippi seconds. And if you have it, strain it into one of these. This is a regular cocktail glass. Now, I did edible flowers for this, but I don't have any of those right now, so that's the drink right there. It's So Lavish. All right, and for the last drink, we're gonna do a mocktail, or a non-alcoholic cocktail. This is going to be kind of more like a freestyle thing. It's gonna be essentially a mixture of juices with a sweetener, a fruit, and then an herb. So what we're gonna do is, I just have kind of all the juices here, and I'm just gonna build it up to where it's about 2.5 ounces. So I did orange juice there, I'll do a little bit of lime, I'll do a tiny bit of lemon, and then probably a full ounce of the grapefruit. After that, for this sweetener, I'm going to use orgeat, which is essentially just like a syrup made of nuts that's really, really thick and syrupy. There. And then for fruit, I'm going to use strawberry puree, a party amount of that. And for the last of it, we're just going to pull off some of this meat. And we're just going to clap it and put it right in there. What you can do for this is you can actually use a little bit less ice in here, and then what you can do is dirty dump it into a glass. So you can take the whole thing after you're done, and just dump the whole thing in there. If you have crushed ice, go ahead and top that right off. And then at the end, you can use Sprite, ginger ale, 7-Up, or in this case, I'm going to use ginger beer because it's a little spicy. There. And if you want at the end, you can just garnish it with a tiny bit more there. All right. And then you have an NA cocktail that you can kind of freestyle off and make anything you want. If you want to make it alcoholic, vodka, white rum, those will work the best in that. If you want to change it up. And with that, I say thank you. I hope you enjoy these cocktails. Thank you to the donors and your generosity. And here's to the class of 2020, and here's to better days ahead. Cheers.
Thank you so much, Jared. Next time you're in Saratoga, make sure you stop by the Adelphi at Morrissey's and stop and see them. My name is Kerry Gotham, Director of Alumni Engagement, and in keeping with our virtual theme here tonight, we have 3 experiences for you to bid on. So put all 3 of those drinks you just made, put them down and get ready. I will let you know when the bidding starts, and you can simply type your name and your bid in the Zoom chat box on your screen, and then we'll go from there. First off, we have a virtual 4-week functional fitness class at Next Level Strength and Conditioning in Fairport, New York. You don't have to work out in Fairport. You can work out wherever you are. As I said, it's visual. Focus on your well-being under the close guidance of positive role models and highly qualified professionals. This package donated by owner and alumnus Nate Van Cowenberg. Bidding for this package starts at $50, and the bidding is now open. If I could have folks in your chat box, simply type in your bid. Let's see if we can see any here. Chat to the panelists. Let's see if anyone is bidding on here. Let me see. Not necessary. There's $50 from Jamie Beers. Are we having trouble with the chat folks getting in perhaps? I don't see anybody chatting. There we see somebody from, thank you, Stan. $55. We're at $55 for the next level. Do I have $60? Is there someone $60? A month full of classes, 4 weeks, functional fitness, good for you. Thanks to our friend Nate Cowenberg. Do I hear 60? Anyone with 60? Some folks may be figuring out their chat box. We'll give it another second here. Going once, going twice. Stan Prozgajewski, you are the proud winner of the Next Level Fitness. So we'll get in contact with you. Next up, we have Jimmy Z's. Have you always wanted to know the secret behind making a great garbage plate in your very own kitchen? Now is your chance to learn from one of the best. Jimmy Z will host it himself, a virtual Zoom tutorial to teach you how to craft the perfect plate from home. Bidding for this package donated by Jimmy Z's is starting at $51. We're at $51. And now I invite folks to get on the chat. $51. Do I hear 55? How about 55 to enjoy your plate? Stan, you could get this. After you get done working out, you can get a plate. 60, Jamie. Thank you very much, Jamie Beers. Bid now to win the live virtual action with Jimmy Z and a plate. We'll give folks a second here. And do I see 65? Anyone $65? Going once, going twice. Jamie for $60. Thank you, Jamie. Enjoy your eats and enjoy learning how to make your eats with Jimmy Z's. Last but not least, enjoy brunch for two delivered to your home from the local place of your choice and engage in a personal Zoom call with our very own Monroe County Public Health Commissioner, Dr. Michael Mendoza. He's been a great leader for our community throughout the pandemic and even had a donut named after him from Donuts Delight. Bidding for this package, compliments of Dr. Mendoza himself, is starting at $100. We have a bid already in at $100. Anyone interested at 110? Sure, you can ask him a bunch of questions. 125, thank you, Katie. Do I hear 130? 130 to have brunch virtually with Michael Mendoza. You can choose to get the donuts or you can get something else. I'd go for an omelet or something, not the donuts. Do I hear 130? Any 130?
Gary, we'll throw in the donuts here from the advancement office.
Bonus, we will throw in the donuts. This just went up. Let's see those bids go up. Astronomic. Stan, and at 130, do I hear anybody? 135. Virtual breakfast with donuts, I might add, with Dr. Michael Mendoza. 135, Katie. Ooh, Stan, you want in on this? Going once. I'll give a little second for the lag here. Going twice. Sold. Katie, thank you so much for your generous donation, and we will be in touch with you to how to set up your brunch. Many thanks to all the bidders and the winners. Winners, be sure to check the chat box for information. We'll be in touch with you that way to redeem your auction packages. And now I'm excited to introduce our very own SUNY Brockport alumna, Christine Lavin, from the class of 1974, with a very fun and folksy musical performance.
I graduated from Brockport in 1974, and I think I had 6, maybe 7 different majors, because the only thing I did consistently was play guitar in the stairwells of the dorms where I lived, where I was an RA for a few years. And I never dreamed I could make a living at music, but I figured out how to, and I'm working on my 25th solo album, and this song will be on it. So it's a new song. I hope you like it. And it's a true story. And I'm sitting right next to my window, which is right next to the Manhattan Bridge, where a subway rumbles across every few minutes. So it's kind of appropriate for this song. Can you hear the subway? Here we go. Met on the New York City subway. Back before World War II, Dad said, "Aren't you one of Judge Crawford's daughters?" Mom said, "How do you do?" That's how the conversation started. Above the clickety-clack, on a train from the Bronx to Manhattan, with two 20-somethings began to chat. Until that day, what can I say? They were two young commuters, long before there were computers. Until that day, what can I say? Stars align when love is kindly on display. First thing they did after they married was to move north, 50 miles up, to live a life bucolic. They were drinking from the loving cup. Babies came first, one, then another, then another, then another, then another. I am the fourth of 9. They did the best that they knew how to keep us kids in line. It was never easy with a family that size. Thank God for our black Labrador Spanky, with his gentle, trusting eyes. Often Spanky was the only one in the house to be loved by everyone unconditionally. My oldest sister went to nursing school. My oldest brothers were college bound. Soon I was too, but for much of that time I was lost, until I found that music gave me purpose. So I saved every dime till I could quit my day job, though it took a long, long time. All the younger kids all found their way in science, sports, and history. One became a therapist, one became a journalist. He's a bit of a mystery. Some got married, some divorced. Some have kids who are now grown. I keep up with their exploits, 'cause they text me on my phone. Yes, I'm riding the New York City subway, staring at the screen. I look up, there's a young boy pestering his mom. She looks all of 19. A lovely girl sporting earbuds next to a young man sporting earbuds too. But they're both staring at screens, so for all we know, she's in Brooklyn, he's in Kathmandu. I want to introduce them to each other and say, kids, open your eyes. Standing right beside you might be a sweet surprise. But I say nothing as the subway rumbles into the dark. Though every now and then I remember as I disembark that long ago conversation started above the clickety-clack on a train from the Bronx to Manhattan, when two 20-somethings began to chat. And the day they started talking, everything was new. You gotta look up from your cell phone so this can happen to you. Until that day, what can I say? They were two young commuters, long before there were computers. Until that day, what can I say? Stars align when love is kindly on display. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Christine. What a fun song and great advice for someone like me just starting out in life. Hello, I'm Julio. I came to the US from Panama on July 4th,
2010. As an immigrant, I've been trying to justify the sacrifices made for me to be here. Ever since, I've been in search of education and opportunities. I was separated from friends, family, and culture. At the time, I didn't speak English. This made simple things very challenging. For example, checking out at the grocery store, simply doing my homework. I'm grateful for all the individuals that have provided unconditional support through good and bad times. Do you know the people that give samples at the grocery store? Well, I was one of them. I absolutely loved connecting with people and helping them make better buying decisions to create entertaining opportunities. That's how I found my passion for sales. I was really good at it. I was even reading books and watching videos of sales before my shift. I wanted to learn more. And I found out that sales is part of marketing. This made me want to join Brockport. The College of Brockport has become a meaningful part of my journey. They provided continuous support and interest in my development as a student transitioning into the workforce. Brockport has also recognized my efforts in school by selecting me as the 2019-2020 recipient of the Robert J. and Nancy D. Moreno Business Leadership Scholarship. It was evident to me that hard and consistent work pays off. Graduation may look a little different this year. Our friends and families have gathered for a toast remotely from a safe distance as we toss our caps collectively over a video chat. Regardless, it will always be a time to celebrate our accomplishments and the exciting things that lay ahead in our futures. I plan to continue building a career around marketing and making meaningful connections for mutual benefit. With that being said, shout out to the event major sponsors: Comfort Plastics, RBC Wealth Management, TMG E-Media, Wegmans, and Advantage Federal Credit Union. I hope you will support current Brockport students this evening by giving generously to the Golden Eagle Opportunity Fund. And now, let's enjoy a quick video.
Here at SUNY Brockport, we have built a legacy of supporting our students. Golden Eagles aren't just students. They are dreamers and doers, with academic goals that will carry them to be doctors, nurses, athletes, teachers, and so much more. When the COVID-19 pandemic struck, many of our students found themselves in financial need, jeopardizing their ability to continue their studies. Brockport immediately established the Golden Eagle Opportunity Fund, a fund dedicated to helping students in emergency financial need. So far, we have helped over 200 SUNY Brockport students continue their studies and continue seizing their futures.
I'm currently a Spanish teacher. I'm looking to be an ESL teacher. And support of the Jonah program means so much to me, and I'm so thankful for the Golden Eagle Opportunity Fund. I wouldn't have gone to any other college these last 4 and additional 1 other year for my master's.
The Brockport family has always been just that, a family. But when this pandemic swept the globe and threatened to stand in the way of fellow Golden Eagles seizing their futures, we all came together, stronger than ever before. You reached out and asked for ways to help those who came after you. And with that simple gesture, an outstretched hand, we have helped over 200 students continue their studies and continue seizing their futures. SUNY is now giving us an opportunity to double our impact. Any emergency funds raised by June 30th, up to $50,000 per SUNY school, will be matched dollar for dollar. Each day, we get a little closer to that goal, to being able to help every Golden Eagle soar. Tonight, we ask you to help us close our gap, to help our future leaders become the doctors, nurses, athletes, and teachers that they aspire to become.
So now the time has come for all of us here tonight to do our part to help today's Golden Eagles. And we've created a very simple way for you to do so tonight. I want you to please join me in pulling out your cell phone, Yes, Christine just sang in her song that we should keep our heads up from our cell phones, but right now we want you to pay attention to your cell phone because our students need you to hold them up. Is anyone prepared tonight to help with a gift of $500? A gift of this size could assist a student unable to pay their rent at the risk of homelessness. Your generosity will alleviate their struggle and provide the security needed to focus on their education. Additionally, tonight, the first 20 supporters at the $500 level will be invited to an exclusive Zoom happy hour with Hollywood actor and Brockport alum, Bill Fichtner. Hey, Bill, how you doing? To make your gift, simply start a text message, as Mike alluded to earlier in the broadcast, on your phone with the number 41444. That's 41444. In the message box, I want you to type GEOF. That's GEOF. Jeff, Geoff, Woof, however you pronounce it. GEOF. All is one word. Be lowercase, uppercase, it doesn't matter. Watch to make sure that you don't get caught by autocorrect either. And then text your pledge of $500. Add another space, type in your name, unless you would like it to remain anonymous, and you can leave your name off. Once you've done that, hit send and you'll receive a text message back where you can go ahead and click the link and verify the transaction on a secure page to do your credit card. That's it. Now you know the drill. Get your phones out, let the fingers do the walking for $500 to the Golden Eagle Opportunity Fund. Who out there is interested in $250 gift? A gift of this size could take away the stress of purchasing a semester's worth of textbooks for a student who is down on their luck and has nowhere else to turn. To make your $250 gift, simply start a new message to the number 41444 in the text box, GEOF space 250 space and your name. Click send and follow the prompts in response, and we thank everyone for their generosity right now. Maybe you'd prefer to contribute a gift of $100 tonight. To a student in need, your $100 gift could mean a long overdue trip to the grocery store and a refrigerator that's fuller than it's been in many months. If you haven't done so already, please consider making a gift of $100 tonight by texting GEOF 100 and your name to 41444 and add your name to this growing list of rolling donors you see right now. I'm going to close with the last call for gifts at $50 tonight. Gifts at this level will come together with all the others and make all the things I've already mentioned possible and that much more. These contributions will help Brockport students who are up against dire situations. It will sustain their academic journeys and help them reach their full potential. One last time, just send GEOF, your gift amount, and your name to 41444. Whether it is 500, 50, or any amount that you choose this evening, thank you, thank you, thank you to all the generous donors here tonight and those who have already contributed to the fund over the past few weeks as we look to hit our goal of 50,000. Thank you for all you've done and continue to do in support of Brockport. And now we're going to have a quick message from Brockport alumnus, Rob Lederman from the class of 1982, a comedian extraordinaire who spent most of the 80s touring as a stand-up comedian, opening for such acts as Don Rickles and Jay Leno. He was also a long-time contributing writer for The Late Night Show with David Letterman. He owns Rob's Comedy Playhouse in Buffalo, New York, and was named one of the top 10 comedy clubs in the country. He has a 30-year career as co-host on the 97 Rock Morning Show. And let's turn it over to Rob to hear from him.
Well, thank you, Carrie, for the wonderful introduction that I wrote and sent to you. You read it perfectly. Listen, I got to tell you guys, I love the name of the gala, the Midsummer Solstice Soirée. Where did you guys come up with that name? Were you Googling like 1980s adult film names? I love the name. I got to tell you, the timing of you asking me to do this gala actually works out perfect for me because, as you said in the intro, I have run a comedy club for going on 3 decades, and Sadly, I am temporarily closed. I've been at 97 Rock for 30 years and I am on furlough. So this works out perfect for me because I have all the time in the world. Really, like all the time. On a serious note, I am who I am because of Brockport. I learned to talk with my mouth full. I also, 1980, I had a business class and we had a project to make up a business. So I made up a business called Giggles Comedy Club. And one of the things I had to do was to perform. And I never did stand up before. So I had to go to the Stage Apartments to show you how old I am. I had to go to the Stage Apartments and do stand up at a talent show there. And that's when I got the comedy bug and I spit food out. That's when I got that bug, because I remember that feeling like I told that first joke and just to hear the crowd go, "You suck, let's get 'em." That's when I realized that I had a sense of humor and that I could run fast. This is also where Brockport was a part of me. When I first went into business, I needed a lawyer to send a letter to someone, and I didn't have a lawyer at the time. I didn't have money for a lawyer. So I wrote my own letterhead and sent someone a letter from the legal office of Dobson and Benedict. I never heard back, so great law firm, great dorm. But on a serious note, it's so important that we give back, and what Brockport is and what you guys are doing for the kids and for the alumni and all that, it means so much to me to get this award. I don't feel like I deserve it, but I just so much appreciate the acknowledgement and this award. It's not an award, okay? It's for kids that need help. Listen, my kids think I'm getting an award, so if we could just kind of, thanks for everything you're doing for the kids, but I think it's probably best right now if we just turn things over to Mike, so thanks.
Thanks, Rob. Hope you enjoyed that, and I hope everybody's enjoyed all the entertainment tonight. It was a lot of fun. So a few items as we wrap up the evening and move on to the after party. A big thank you once again to our premier sponsors, Advantage Federal Credit Union, Chris Leverett of RBC Wealth Management, Contra Plastics, TMG eMedia, and Wegmans. Thank you for your generous support of this event and for everything that you continue to do for our students and alumni every day. Finally, thanks to each and every one of you here tonight. The drum roll, please. We raised a grand total of $52,456. Give yourselves a big round of applause. That includes our sponsorship dollars, tickets sold, the silent auction, and gifts made to the Golden Eagle Opportunity Fund. This has put us over the top, and we will receive a $50,000 match from the SUNY Impact Foundation as a result. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are a successful bidder on any of the auction items or are making a gift to the Golden Eagle Opportunity Fund, please be sure to complete your transactions online. I want to thank our team behind the scenes. Carrie did a great job as kind of the MC tonight, but big, big thanks to Jamie Beers-Wilson, Emily Teeter, and Anna Loria, and the rest of our team in advancement, but especially those four. This was a huge undertaking. This is not something we do on a daily basis. As Jamie said the other day, this is a lot harder than an in-person gala. They pulled it off without a glitch, and I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you for serving, all of you, for serving as ambassadors for the college and helping us build a better Brockport. I hope you'll stay a little longer and join the after party, which is very informal. It's an informal opportunity for you to get together, see each other, and chat. The link has been posted in the chat and can also be found in the last email you received this morning. Have a great summer. Thanks again for everything, and we hope to see you in the fall. Take care.